Welcome back to Nekogaminglive playing Banished. Oh yeah, guys. We're going to get jumping right into this today. We are going to give you kind of a play-by-play, and we have our log up here that tell us kind of what's going on and kind of what's going on down here with our levels of inventory, like our food. Food's really low, by the way. So let's make that a #1 priority. Let's get that started right now. So we're going to need a crop. This crop is always going to be a 15 by 15. Perfect. We got 2 of those in place. Our builders are going to go ham and get that going. Speaking of builders, we're going to throw another builder in there because we're going to be working on some crazy stuff today. So we're gonna definitely be utilizing that. We've been working on getting these roads all paved out and everything, just making sure that we got everything going. We got a good stone pile building up over here in the back. And the weather is changing to an early spring. Our farmers are going out and getting to work. So it's very important that we start working on getting these farms up and running by next spring. Over here, guys, we are looking at our houses, and so far our houses are doing pretty good. They're getting kind of full, except this one right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the 3rd story on these houses. What am I being yelled at? Oh, food is too low. Food is low. It's alright, we already took care of the food, we just need to give it a minute. Alright, 3rd story for these houses. Alright, let's rotate this around. And they do hang over just a bit. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, those are built. Let's whip the camera around the other side. Sorry if I give you some camera whiplash there. Alright, where are we? Turn it around. 1, 2, and 3. That's going to give us more places to go. But one thing that I do want to point out now is our health is kind of going down. We got a little hospital in here earlier in the episodes to kind of help out with that, but we're gonna continue working on that. Let's go. We're gonna add a dentist to the crowd because you know who doesn't like a wonderful dentist. We're gonna get him a road to go down to the other main road. Perfect. And we're also gonna add, let's see, healthcare, a herbalist. That's right, that's what I was looking for earlier. Alright, that herbalist is gonna help create potions and stuff like that to help our thriving community keep hustling bustling. We will lose 2 to 2 builders for man, I can't even think now. Farmers out of our labor pool to go to these farms to help out growing up crops and everything. So we're working on that. We're still removing half of the trees over here. Our stone pile is still growing, and our builders are getting to work, it looks like, on the upgrades. Perfect. I couldn't have asked for anything better myself. Our food stores are low still, is what I'm being told. Laborers are still coming out of the woodwork, which is awesome. But our stone pile is going down, which is okay because we're using a lot of stone just all of a sudden. Our farms look still decent. We got some good yield out of these so far. Like I said, I want to get both these crops up by next spring. It's still early summer, so hopefully we'll get that going. Back up here in our village, we're looking around. We got one of our third stories already done, and people have already moved in. Welcome, new neighbors. We are currently building the next door neighbor's house. Beautiful, and new people already moved in. Look at that. And gorgeous, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we got all the stone and all the wood that we're going to need for these the village upgrade project, which is perfect because that way we don't have to run around and go a little crazy. So you know what? To speed this up a little bit, I'm going to throw one more builder in our queue, so that way we can get these going a little faster. We are out of food and people are mad. This is not good, guys. Because people can die from starvation. It's late summer right now. The fields are being harvested, so I don't think we'll get a chance at this third field yet. Stone reserves are now low, which you can tell from this little plot of emptiness over here. We're out of stone. But I have 4 people in here just digging away as fast as they can, so I'm okay with that still. We do have now food coming off of these farms at an alarming rate. Still, yet again, people are working on making these crops grow. No word on this last crop here. 2 laborers around just to help pick up things, which is perfect. I would like at least 4, but, you know, in this circumstance, we are just building like crazy, getting things going as fast as we can. Oh boy, what are we going to do next? We got 2 people up here that are still very angry about food, which they are now getting more and more people off the crops. A dentist has now joined our wonderful city, so we threw somebody over at his shop real quick to get him trained. And hello, Marlos, the newborn child of the early autumn 8. Alright, still going here. Getting the food in. People aren't so mad at me anymore. And we are still cranking here. Still cranking. Food coming off this field. Food coming off that field. People gathering up. We're back up to 400, 500 barrels of food, which is good. We do have an this dude up here. Whatever. Flower picker. That's what I'm going to call him. He's a flower picker. Hello, new child of our new era. Thank you for joining us. Next up, guys, we're going to increase the industrial road here with a mossy stone. We're going to get a bunch of mines in here. This mine is going to need some candles here in a bit. So once we get a few more people back and survive through this winter, we will work on getting that set up here shortly. Alright, I'm going to notice that our food stores are still low again. What are we going to do with ourselves? This is crazy. Food comes in, food goes out. 400 to 700, 700 to 400, and we are in late autumn. The temperatures look like to be rising just a bit on a very sunny day. We're up to 1,000 food. Whoa, this is getting crazy. People picking things up left and right. Our iron smelter just going to town getting this iron all smelted down. Got 84 bars of iron, working harder and harder. And stone is just yet again low like always. But that's okay. We're using a lot of it right now. And boy, that is just insane. We got 231 iron ore just sitting here waiting to be smelted down, ready to go. And we have a bunch of people here at church. That's right. They are hanging out at church. The dentist is still doing a good job over here in the corner. No complaints from him, it looks like. And we got all of our crops still going. We only have one laborer at this time, which I would love to do a little bit more building. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go up here, though, down this road. And at the very end of this road, we're going to do a couple things. First thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go into our raw resources for 2 dense tree shacks. One there and one there. Next to these beautiful tree shacks, we're going to need not a water tower, but a watch. Hunters. Where are my hunters? Hunting cabin, mini hunter. And we'll get some hunter cabins up there as well. Those hunters will bring in some leather so we can keep this guy kind of stocked with some leather so we can get some clothes still going. Because we're going to have to replace these after, a couple of years at least. We still have 8 in the storehouse. Still rolling on good timing here. Looks like we have a baby boomer era. A bunch of babies were all born at the same time. Congratulations to all of them. And happy birthday. As we are still progressing, we're going into the late winters and running out of food fast. This is not good. Can we survive this winter, guys? Can we do it? Another laborer has joined the force. Hello and welcome, my laborer. Alrighty, guys, we're running out of food. This is not good. We need to survive. We need to gather. You know what? Actually, let's try a trick here that I know. There's a bunch of wild oats and flowers and stuff like that. We can send them out while the farmers get started on their harvest. That should get us by for the early spring here. Let's see. Do we have any people out here gathering? I don't see anybody other than that duck. That duck isn't just standing there staring at us. Oh, I hear him out there. Or was that just a tree falling in the forest with nobody around? Looks like the radishes have been planted in our gardens. Our crops, my apologies. And yet again, we are still working on getting some laborers, getting stuff going. Oh my gosh, the craziness that is going on. But look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We already got all these ready and manned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break real fast, make sure if we can make it through. I'm going to kind of do a little speedy up bit and really try to get us through this. Hang in there, guys, and we're going to try to get right back into these houses up here. Alrighty guys, we are back. As we've been sitting here just kind of waiting for our population to grow a little bit more, like I said, our builder shacks have been built. We're going to get at least one side of these going, which is perfect, just like that. So they're going to go out, they're going to start getting us some resources. Our stone is slowly starting to build back up. Our quarry is going down though. Our iron coal mine, which we're just using it for coal right now, is working really hard. It's almost at the halfway mark and where we have to consider about upgrading it. As you guys can see, we have tons of food just all over the ground here. I'm letting the villagers work on picking it up right now and kind of get things going more and more. We have more people that are that will be coming along the lines as builders of next episode. But we are going to probably go ahead and call it here for now because we're just waiting for the population to grow and keep going. What I want to do next episode, guys, is I want to work on a little logistics. Get maybe a barn over here, and start working on building supplies over here. Kind of get our industrial area start setting up. That's right, industrial. We're going to make this place boom next episode, but we need people, and people just don't magically migrate to my village. So as these builders or foresters and hunters work away, keeping food in stock, making sure I have some leather for clothing, and getting everything together. We got picking up the last pieces of our farm and early winter. No big deal. We'll be able to survive easily. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button, and if you are new to my channel, hit the subscribe button for more videos to come.